cleanse me with pleasure. It's that tropical cup that I can get down with, up like the moon and out like the hounds. A dangerous disposition, somehow refracted in light, reflected in sound. I'm coiled up like a venomous serpent, tangled in your trance and uncertain. You have got your hooks in me. I know the way that it goes. You get what you give, you reap what you sow, and I can see you in my fate. And I know I am what I am, the mouth of the wolf, the eyes of the lamb. So darling, will you saturate? Just like the rain, you cast the dust into nothing and wash out the songs from my head. So touch me again, I feel my shadow dissolving. Will you cleanse me with pleasure? Nobody can say for certain if maybe it's all just a game. When I open my eyes to the future.
Well, welcome to Enter the Black Rose. Chad's in the ring.
Ain't epic.
Oh, calling out Ethan Syndicate. Telling him come out here right now. There he is. Man who attacked Chad and Harman last show. Just insulting the champion. Main event material, more like opening contest material.
PWJ heavyweight champion. He's kind of right. He's a dickhead, but he's right.
I'm gonna go jerk the curtain. Who could he be talking about? Somebody wants to get their hands on it. Of course, Bam Davidson coming to the ring. Oh no! Davidson! Bomb! Just dropped the openweight champion, but Harman with a big boot. He's got him up. Harmony of disaster! And a crotch chop.
Here comes Syndicate.
Here comes Syndicate. Don't cut to the crowd. What's going on? What's going on? Spinning heel kick. Syndicate star press. I really don't know how to react to what we just saw. Bam Davidson, Harman, Chad, Ethan Syndicate, big brawl.
I don't know how it's going to take a toll tonight. It's going to have a big impact leading into the later contests of the evening.
Yeah, we see officials pulling Chad up from the mat now. Well, the ringside mat. Not looking good. I guess now we can officially welcome you, though, to Enter the Black Rose. I'm Bowen. This is Chris. We're kicking things off here with Jackson Knight's third defense of the Wrestleguild Television Championship, taking on the bonehead Johnny Rotten, a member of our Crossfire division. It's going to be quite the contest. Two of our most resilient professional wrestlers taking each other on. There's not much left to say, but let's take it to the ring. Did you hear that song? That means our WGTV champion coming out. First man out on this show. I'm excited, Chris. Our opener defending his championship. For those of you who don't know, this is the demigod, Jackson Knight. And I am slipping over my words, and I feel like I'm going to be doing that all night, Chris.
You're doing a better job than me is all I can say. But me, of course. falling and tumbling in the face of the demigod, one of the greatest we got, Jackson Knight, and an equally great competitor in his own forte, Johnny Rotten.
Yeah, I was going to say, this man is getting an opportunity tonight for the WGTV Championship because Jason Sycamore won a shot at the Crossfire Championship 2 shows before the end of the season. Or he won a shot at the TV title, sorry, and then instead went for the Crossfire Championship, gave his obligated television championship shot to this man, Johnny Rotten, to try to turn around things in his career. This is about the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Johnny Rotten. But let me tell you guys, this guy is one hell of a competitor. And if there is anyone that could take the television championship away from Jackson Knight, Johnny Rotten's on the list of people to do so.
Let's see what you can do.
We shall.
We shall see what you can do. Of course, I love Jackson Knight. We know full well, anytime that I'm anywhere commentating or Jackson Knight's wrestling, I'm in his corner. Dude is a once-in-a-generation talent.
I was going to say, just
whether or not Johnny Rotten makes himself one of his own generation.
Yeah, that's what's going to really come into play here, I think. I mean, we saw... You're already getting a bit of a vision here of these two guys. We've seen the kicks from Jackson Knight. We've seen the slams and the evasions from Johnny Rotten. This match probably won't... I spoke too soon. Nice swanton there from the challenger. I was going to say, this match... These guys don't seem like they're coming into this one working the same style they usually do. Johnny Rotten, as a member of the Crossfire Championship Division, the Crossfire Division, simply put, he is a high flyer. He is more of an in-between of a high flyer and a deathmatch wrestler. If there's anyone that represents the exact vision of the Crossfire Division, it's Johnny Rotten. Mixes that lucha libre style, that cruiserweight influence with a deathmatch tendency. But Jackson Knight also tons of cruiserweight influence in his moveset. So I think the opportunity... Jesus Christ, what a kick there. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
Many of things, but we can't distract it from what could have been Jackson Knight trying to take the win.
Oh. Into the ropes, but that move right there, folks, look out for that one if it gets hit again. That was the Gray Skull Driver. One of the finishing holds of that man, the Bonehead, Johnny Rotten. Oh, roll up 1, 2. And I think a story of this match will be with these kickouts is you will see a lot of kickouts in this one. I can already predict. These are 2 of our most resilient fighters, 2 of our most resilient professional wrestlers on our entire roster. As you see a second Gray Skull Driver connect, that could be it. 2, 3. Sorry, that was a 2. Spoke too soon. But like I said, Godfall! Speaking of finishing maneuvers, that is one of Jackson Knight's finishing holds, one of his signature holds.
One of those that just comes out of nowhere. But like that powerbomb, that came out of nowhere when you thought he had a big spark of offense.
I was going to say, I literally just talked about how these guys are going to keep on kicking out and then bit my tongue a second after with a kick out.
And they both pulled out some of their big maneuvers early on. At this point, you've got to think it's going to be taking a toll on them. You've got to think maybe this next big move is going to be the one. The only way you're going to find out is to try and take a chance and try and take the win.
Burning Hammer!
And if that doesn't, I say that as doesn't
just
go for the finish right away.
Try to pin him. Oh! And a second one! To the cover. 1, 2, throw. And I really don't think he got all of that second one. But the fact that he pulled him up after that first one is what's definitely saved Jackson Knight. If Johnny Rotten had put those shoulders on the mat after that first Burning Hammer, the whole match would have been over and we would have been looking at a new television show.
Could have been, you don't just pull out the Burning Hammer and think, I got something else in the bag.
I was going to say that maneuver is one of the most dangerous professional wrestling, one of the most dangerous holds in professional wrestling. Let me get my words out. As we see another dangerous move in professional wrestling, the package pile driver, perfected I should say, by Kevin Steen, former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. As we see that Godfall once again, that could be it. 1, 2, kick out at 2.9.
You can argue Kevin Steen where you want.
Oh!
Perfecting that maneuver.
Burning Hammer
I'd say
number
that the traffic
3.
keeper has it sealed.
That first Burning Hammer he hit perfectly. And the second two, Jackson Knight just adjusting his body weight to land more on his back than his head and neck. If he landed the same way he did in the first time that move was hit, like I said, it'd been done by now. We'd be looking at a new television champion. But that's the thing with Jackson Knight. He is one of the smartest professional wrestlers. He is one of the smartest professional wrestlers out there. I told you, I'm tripping over my words. I can't believe myself. He's one of, but that's what makes him so dangerous as a champion.
Getting back to the action, both of these men.
That was a good point.
It was a very good point. And you lost me on my words as well. You gotta remember. Fuck you. And this match, Moonsault, is very much important to keep track of just as much as these men's history in the ring.
An air raid crash. Look. This. Gray Skull Drop.
Respectfully, kick out at 2.
I'm slipping over my words because I'm one.
Over the top.
I'm not good at my job. And 2, this match has been so competitive, so back and forth, so just an insane match to go off the rip with. I'm just stumbling over my words. Remember, folks, Wrestleguild adheres to a 20 count on the outside before a match is called off. We've taken the international 20 count. The rule of that will probably come back into play later. I'll probably have to explain that a couple times tonight too. I mean, we have folks who will be coming in later onto the broadcast won't see this part, but we see a beautiful combination there. Super kick in the corner, followed up by sliced bread number 2. Jackson Knight. And that moonsault again. That resiliency is continuing to come to play. This is only our first match here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Jackson keeping himself on his toes, but I think trying to keep the offense going a little too much. Wasn't aware of the space he had in the ring for that original roll-up. Had it there though, but didn't quite get the 3 count. And now Tumble City outside.
I was going to say, got dropped on that shit or 2 when he rolled out. The weapons here, folks, it's used typically against Wrestleguild rules in these singles matches for using weapons. Something we forgot to explain before is that Jackson Knight, with defenses of the WGTV Championship, explicitly said he does not care if an opponent uses a weapon in the match because it will take more than weapons to defeat him and take that championship from him. He's not scared of weapons. He's not scared of whatever his opponent can throw at him. It will take death. Absolute death to take that championship from him. Those are his words, not mine. Because I do not support murdering a champion to win a championship. I love professional wrestling. Professional wrestling isn't worth taking another man's life.
This man's got a skull for him, and you want to think about that.
It's definitely a mask.
I mean, yeah, maybe, but you know,
I mean,
he already looks half dead.
I mean, we have seen actual skulls in professional wrestling. I mean, for those of you who remember the promotion GFW, a friend of the show, Professor Asher, I mean, so I mean, maybe Johnny Rollins faced the same adversities that Professor Asher had. Maybe that's why he's got the skull face. But I'm pretty sure it's a mask. I'm pretty sure I saw Johnny in the back putting on his face paint, putting his mask on. I think he's just a big horror guy. Horror.
To elaborate that.
Got
people in the back.
Got in trouble backstage earlier, right? So you thinking I called him a whore?
And then another chair.
Oh, he's missing the super kick. He used the chair to twat away the super kick. And
If he can get up and make a cover, I think that's it.
Package pile driver on the chair into the cover. 2. No!
That took way too long getting into that cover.
As I say, he took so much out of him in that sequence. And that roll up. 2, kick out. Folks, if folks, with this show being our first show back on YouTube, you guys should have been here in the Wrestleguild Discord on our exclusive pages, watching our shows that were being run out of the underground. That's it. That's it. I was gonna say something about this match reminding me of the Jay Cash match, but that's just how it ended. Like I was saying, Jackson Knight retains. And up next, we have a fatal 4-way match, an international fatal 4-way, as I probably will explain during the entrances. We have Benito Raspucci representing Italy. We have Chiyoko Kaiser V representing Japan. We have the Carolina Reaper, Freddie Butcher, representing the United States of America. And the Irish Hurricane, Xavier Finnegan, representing Ireland. Chris, I'm very excited for this one. It really shows the international flavor of Wrestleguild. It really shows the influence professional wrestling from around the world has on this promotion. And Chris, there's not much more to say besides I'm excited. Let's take it to the ring.
Let's get into it.
You hear the music, you know what time it is. It is the leader of the Raspucci family. That son of a bitch, Benito Raspucci, is here. But that means it's time for our international fatal 4-way. We have Benito Raspucci representing Italia. We have the Demoness Empress of Death Metal, Chiyoko Kaiser V, representing Japan. Coming out here, this lady is fucking hardcore, I'll tell you what. We have this man, one of my fucking favorites, a member of the Outlaws, making his debut here tonight. This is that motherfucking guy, the Carolina Reaper, Freddie Butcher, representing the United States of America. What a fucking specimen. Look at this fucking guy. What a beefy boy. But speaking of beefy boys, this guy representing Ireland right here, PWJ roster member, enemy to Wrestleguild. That is the Irish Hurricane, Xavier Finnegan.
I mean, give me a deep look when you're talking about how he's gonna.
You are the PWJ fan, bro. You love PWJ. You talk about it all the time. You've been to all the Korakuen Hall shows. You've been to all the road shows. You've been there. You probably have Goro Kuze's phone number right now. I know you have Ashley Mercer's phone number.
I wish.
Yeah. Big 4-way match here. Tell us about the action. Tell us these moves.
But that was a moonsault.
Thanks.
That's a suplex attempt being countered into a suplex of his own. You just want me to say the moves, you don't want me to say anything influential about me? That's a body slam.
I want you to do your job.
And that's a Death Valley driver.
Oh, just smacking Chiyoko Kaiser here. Freddie Butcher just toying with her. Nothing's happening here. Just pause.
Gonna give him a stare while you're watching over the little slap contest.
Yeah, I'm watching the one side, you're watching the other side. We'll watch whatever, man. I don't want to watch Benito Raspucci wrestle. I hate that guy. He's a sleazy individual. You know, Benito, earlier tonight, I was going to the vending machines, and you know what he told me?
No, it wasn't.
He told me a can of Coke is $20. Tried telling me to give him $20 out of my pocket.
Did you do it?
No! What a fucking moron.
But
here's the thing. I wasn't going to give it to him at first. But I felt over my shoulder that Piece of shit. Oh my god! Fuck what I was saying. Look at that. That was an insane move from Chiyoko Kaiser the 5th.
6, 7.
Referee going to count out. Count out still, I guess, exists here in this type of elimination 4-way. I was going to say, though, Frederick von Nelson, the Mad Kraut, the big bad German Italian man, a member of the Raspucci family, standing behind me. I gave Benito 50 bucks. He upped the what he said was the Raspucci tax.
The cost of living.
And I still never got a can of Coke. They gave me a sneak shaker filled with water.
I mean, that probably contains more liquid in it.
I wanted Coca-Cola.
It's too bad though.
Let's get back to the action in the ring here. Chris, real quick, speaking of the action in the ring, give me a prediction on this one. Who do you think's coming out with this 4-way?
Well, I feel like based off of the beefiness and the brutness, I gotta go with the Butcher himself, Mr. Freddie, the Butcher, Freddie Butcher, the Butcher. He's the
See,
Butcher.
now-
Freddie Butcher.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, so... Oh my fucking god. She just put a fork in his head. She just put a fork in his head. That's why Chiyoko Kaiser 5. That's why she's my pick in this one. She doesn't care about the rules. There are no rules. There are rules, but you know what I'm saying. There's like no disqualifications in this one. She doesn't care. Even if there is disqualifications, she'll stab you. She don't give a shit. She is my favorite. I love her to death. Alright? She talks in all caps. You know what she talks in? She talks in... Oh, beat the shit out of Benito, bro. Please. Like I was saying, she talks in... She doesn't talk in just all caps. She talks like all caps with like the accent and stuff. Like everything is like a special character. That's what she talks in. She talks in wingdings, basically.
Talks in Little Big Planet evil.
Yeah. But like cool. What do you mean, right? She's cool. She's cool.
Hey, look, you didn't grow up the way I grew up.
Yeah, I'm American.
2, 3,
Keep it
Freddie Butcher! Oh my god! Dropped Xavier Finnegan on his neck on the outside, rolling in. He's gonna get that count out elimination. There's no Kaiser! Oh! She spit mist and the Benito Raspucci ran right into Freddie Butcher, that shit brick house of a man. And now Xavier Finnegan with a backbreaker. Chris, have you ever taken a backbreaker before?
What? Why do you want to know?
Would you like to?
Like to see you try.
I wouldn't say it for me. Xavier Finnegan would. And he went for a spear on somebody. Everybody moved out of the way. Xavier Finnegan looking like a... Well, I would say what I was gonna say, but we are literally at ringside. I don't want to die too. I'll tell you later what I was gonna say. He didn't have to. Oh, that's Raspucci bomb. Benito might get an elimination here. Please kick out. Oh my god, back fist. And now Freddie's getting stabbed with a fork. Excuse me, everyone's dying. Everyone's dying here. Double power bomb. Went to spit the mist on somebody, missed, and now just taunting. Benito with the mist again. Please keep spitting mist in this guy's face. I hate him. I hate him so much. I know we were told to be like, what is it called? Impartial. Yes, that's the word. But I don't give a fuck. I hate this guy.
Fuck that. I'm totally
Tiger suplex. Thank God! Benito Raspucci has been eliminated. That's why Chiyoko is my favorite. That's why she's the GOAT. She's the GOAT, hands down. The best wrestler. This is her debut, and she's already the best wrestler in the Crossfire division. I hope she beats Dr. Soup tomorrow.
I mean, I think I just heard Xavier Finnegan mutter to her 37 seconds.
What? What does that
I mean,
mean?
I'm going to read lips, so I just simply took in 37 seconds.
I mean 37 seconds.
We're about to find out.
I guess we'll find out, yeah. Oh. Sidewalk slam. It wasn't even a backbreaker I was talking about earlier. It was a sidewalk slam. Went for that back fist. Freddie Butcher. Oh, Chiyoko out of the ring. And now Xavier Finnegan out of the ring. I thought he was going to call for a dive. Now it's shared to Finnegan.
6, 7.
Chris, this
Counting these seconds.
match has been out of control. An absolute banger of an international four-way. And Freddie Butcher's just letting these guys get counted out.
16.
Freddie is just standing there letting these guys get counted out. That is why he's the smartest guy in this match.
You don't need to put the work in to get the win.
Exactly. But we know Freddie Butcher will put the work in as we get a nice chop, strike exchange. Oh, head-to-head. Headbutt! And taunting to the crowd. I was going to say, speaking of that exchange, that's no strike. No. Tiger suplex applied. Ooh, kick out from Freddie Butcher. I was going to say, Freddie knows, man, about these exchanges. He knows about the fight, man. He just had an extended run in one of our Japanese partner promotions, not PWJ. Not PWJ. Well, because we fucking hate PWJ. Do you not understand what happened? You don't understand why this show is happening?
I mean, I don't know. You see me call me a fan of the PWJ.
You should know. That's why you should know. Xavier Finnegan, you should know. And that's probably why Xavier Finnegan just hit that man with a spear, because he knows that Freddie Butcher works for Superior Promotion and... But he still works for Superior Promotions to that Pro Wrestling Japan shit. Kick out at 2 from Chiyoko Kaiser. Speaking of Chiyoko Kaiser working at promotions in Japan, she was formerly in Carnage Pro Wrestling in Japan. Now defunct promotion, but that our roster members, the Global Takeover Unit, El Desperado, and Comrade Vlad. Sorry, I'm slipping over my words tonight, children. But they were the only tag team champions. GTU took over Carnage Wrestling and... They took it over. They really did. They took it over and it's gone.
It is theirs now.
They own it now. Chiyoko getting up. Xavier not getting all of that. Drop down.
A long takedown. This is the person in the armbar at this point.
Give up.
It's cross face.
Give up.
Well, it's definitely looking like it.
Not to tell you how to do your job, since, yeah, I mean, I think you guys in PWJ know what you're doing. But it was a cross face.
Well, guess what?
What?
Freddie Butcher. Dead.
Yeah, but on the flip side, Benito Raspucci's going, so I'm good with it. Like, I can be here. That's because your PWJ guys don't know how to work. That's why.
I'm sorry. What?
They're not trained to be top tier wrestlers.
Did you not account for what happened in that 37-second allocation?
If we go back and look and Freddie Butcher got eliminated 37 seconds after he said 37 seconds, I will kick you out this booth.
Tough shit.
Alright. Nice combinations here from Chiyoko Kaiser. Jokes aside, bits aside, both these wrestlers, it's really, honestly, good on them for both of them to not only have an elimination in this, but to have made it this far in this four-way. This is a good test to see where these guys will be as the season goes. I believe the only person that didn't debut in this four-way was Raspucci himself. So we have Crossfire Championship representatives, Crossfire Division representatives, in Chiyoko Kaiser and Benito Raspucci, and WGTV Championship Division representative. Enough of what I was saying. Xavier Finnegan has just won the International Fatal 4-Way, punching his ticket, and moving on up in that openweight championship. Congratulations are in order to Xavier Finnegan for winning that 4-way. But I don't care about that anymore. I care about this match. Tag team championships are on the line. The boys, my boys, everybody's boys, Jay Cash, Bowen Castillo. I think everyone's favorite tag team, and it should be everyone's favorite tag team. If it's not your favorite tag team, you need to stop watching this now. Versus the champions, the dominant champions, Nathan MacAleese's little buddies. Violence is forever. Chris? I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited, yeah.
Good.
Like, these are just two stellar tag teams.
Because if the boys don't win tonight, I quit professional wrestling as a commentary gig. When that music hits, you know the fans are on their feet. Because here comes the boys, Bowen Castillo and Jay Cash. These guys got this opportunity to tag team championships here tonight by defeating the West Side Knights, Trey West and our WGTV champion, Jackson Knight. And instead of cashing in a singles opportunity like Jay Cash did against Jackson Knight a couple months ago, Bowen Castillo said, why don't we just go for the tag team titles? We're a tag team. We see here one of the most dominant tag teams, the most dominant tag team in Wrestleguild, one of the most dominant tag teams, not in just the United States, but the entire world. Violence is Forever, representatives of the Death Peace faction led by Nathan MacAleese.
They're not your champs for nothing, and tonight might just be an exhibit of that if you're somehow unaware of what these guys can offer as a tag team.
And speaking of that, Chris, these guys, we've seen here in Wrestleguild the dominance, the power. Dominic Garrini and Kevin Koo, they just like to hurt. Chris, they gone all over the independents. They have beaten every single tag team you can think of. Most recently wrestling the Motor City Machine Guns in a promotion in North Carolina called Deadlock Pro Wrestling. Shout out the DPW. They've defeated the Dragon Hive here in Wrestleguild. They've defeated the Rascals. They've defeated the Dark Order. They've defeated, I believe, the West Side Knights as well. They've defeated every tag team that has been put against them here in Wrestleguild. They defeated Urizen. They're the reason why Urizen is gone as a team. They're the reason that Nathan MacAleese and Kai Walker split up as a tag team, Chris. They are that dangerous. But if any tag team has the chance of beating a tag team like this, it is the boys. Two guys who
Give up.
kind of were going on separate paths until recently, but since forming a tag team, have just been absolutely unbeatable in tag team contests.
Had it well so far, but as we've mentioned, the anti-tag champs are nothing, Violence is Forever, and these boys, as we call them, it's time to show up or shut up.
100%. And we've seen Jay Cash in these situations before where the odds are stacked against him. Our very first program, the Paradigm Shift, he was up against Chad and Harman. And while he didn't win that triple threat, he did hold his own. Took both of those men to their limits. We've seen Bowen Castillo, and this will be mentioned a lot tonight too, in Conquest, in Kraken Gate, in Eurocons. This man is a world-renowned wrestler. A worldwide menace, if you will.
A menace, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A menace. I'd say a menace in a cheeky way. He fights for the greater good. Maybe not put it that way. He fights for good. He's a good guy.
Good.
No, the good guy. Just the greater good makes it seem like he's a cult leader. He's not a cult leader.
We got a cult leader going on later tonight.
Amen. Good segue. Folks, it is hot in the booth. We have been put on short notice here. Nice wrestling hero slam though from Kevin Koo. Chris has been shot with a tranquilizer dart. We're riffing, we're bitten. But trust us when we say that we eat, sleep, breathe Wrestleguild. We love this promotion. We love the action we're seeing here tonight. Chris, if I had to predict, though, as you see that German suplex and an armbar, beautiful transition from Dominic Garrini. I'm going to do it for the champions. The champions are going to retain. That's my prediction for this one. What do you think?
So I've been in the corner of the champions, but now considering the fact that you have taken my pick, I'm going for the boys now.
All right, well, you might just be. You see that beautiful DDT there from Jay Cash, but in the ropes is Dominic Garrini. I haven't seen much of Kevin Koo in this match. Nope. Oh, I love this. I love this. Hands in the pocket drop kick. And that is why Jay Cash is one of the best we have here. Oh, set up for a combination move here. Oh, no! Miscommunication there from the boys.
Major miscommunication.
Hash going right down, a big lariat from Garrini. Tag champs are in control. It is something to say, though, Chris, when the tag champs are in control in the other team's corner. So not,
That's cool, isn't it?
That shining Frankensteiner, that's what he beat Jackson Trey West with, my bad. The other member of West Side Knights. That's what he beat him with at the end of the season. And now everyone's in the ring throwing shots.
Kevin Koo took the first major hit. But then it's stumping to the outside of the hand of that.
Both Garrini and Castillo back up. Big chops. Garrini trying to chop down this big man, Bowen Castillo. Triangle choke applied.
Give up.
Jake Hash in. Drop kick. Castillo back up now. Trying to bring Garrini into the corner of the challengers. This is the boys' first shot at the Tag Team Championships here in Wrestleguild. Ooh, and a big gut buster. But I have to say, this definitely will not be the last time they're in a Tag Team Championship situation, win or lose tonight. I mean, it's obvious if they win tonight, you get what I'm saying, guys. You get what I'm saying. Picking up what I'm putting down. You get what I'm saying. But nice drop kick from Kevin Koo. Dangerous spot for the challenger to be in. He's got his back to his own corner, so it's going to be easier for him to get to his partner. But just now he's not. Now he's in the back. Now he's got his back to the corner of the champions. Oh! No. No. Oh my God!
That's one way to put down the challenge.
The boys' night not ending in a great way. Kevin Koo knocking out Jay Cash. I'm depressed. The boys should have won. Jake Hash should have never been knocked out. They should have never been put in a situation. They should have never done that.
Well,
they should have.
It wasn't their night. It wasn't their night.
It wasn't my night.
I can tell it's not your night. Has it been your night?
No.
Is it ever going to be your night?
Probably not.
Well, there you have it. It simply wasn't their night tonight. Violence is Forever was simply just the better team.
Well, hopefully I can have a better night. Because up next, Nathan MacAleese. That son of a bitch. The man who created Death Piece. The man who has been causing all kinds of trouble here in the Wrestleguild. He faces a good friend of mine, Kevin Brasheer, the mutant of professional wrestling. And Kevin's going to beat the shit out of him. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Let's just get to the fucking match. Let's get to the match. Let's just get to the match. The mutant of professional wrestling, Kevin Brasheer, making his way to tonight. A big singles contest. Excuse me, a big singles contest. In versus Nathan MacAleese, the leader of Death Piece. Death Piece debuted and formed as a stable a couple months ago, at the end of our inaugural, holy shit, Tag Team Championship tournament. As Nathan MacAleese and Kai Walker took on Violence is Forever, and MacAleese actually left Kai Walker high and dry, attacking him later and joining forces with Violence is Forever. But here we go. MacAleese and Brasheer opening up. with forearms, open up with strikes. Big power plays here from Kevin Brasheer.
She was a very strong start. Getting that side of suplex.
And Chris, the advantage on this one goes to Kevin. And that alpha lock already applied from MacAleese. But the power of Brasheer, the ring awareness of Brasheer, helping him break out, get that rope break. You know, I was excited when this one got put pen to paper. MacAleese is a great technician. Brasheer, also a great technician, but more of a powerhouse in recent. Like I said, I say in recent, but this is only his second or third appearance here in a Wrestleguild ring. Not a lot I can say about Kevin Brasheer. I've seen him a lot in promotions such as CHW. He had a couple appearances in Kraken Gate. Maybe an appearance in Eurologs back in the day. No?
Has never appeared in Eurologs for us.
An alpha lock applied again from Nathan MacAleese. But Brasheer here, I keep on saying that's going to be a thing. Alpha lock again. MacAleese just really trying to put the pressure on Brasheer. And I think Mac knows that alpha lock's not going to get him the win this early on.
Definitely not. We saw when he got it in the first time, Brasheer was still managing to spot her around the ring.
Oh, big
get
job.
those ropes, as you mentioned.
Gotta take a sip of that water real quick. Gotta hydrate. Back body drop. Drop toe hold. This is like a human game of chess here, but Brasheer. Oh, put him down, but he's in the ropes. That was that spinning sit-out power bomb. I don't remember what Brasheer calls it, but that is what Brasheer. That is his ace in the hole. That is what he likes to finish matches with. And MacAleese, I said I harped on the ring awareness of Kevin Brasheer earlier as that nice knee from MacAleese, but MacAleese also has a lot of ring awareness. You don't get to the level that these two athletes are at without having a phenomenal ring awareness.
Transitioning that with a kick to the head. Brasheer going back, wrenching the arm. Keeping it going.
Don't went for that again. Oh my god, one, 2. That's it!
MacAleese steals one right here.
I think he did steal one. Chris, we just saw one of the biggest thefts. One of the most bullshit situations I've ever seen. Nathan MacAleese raking the eyes of Kevin Brasheer, getting a roll-up victory on him in his return to Wrestleguild.
The sly little man.
If I was Nathan MacAleese, I'd be running and hiding. Because once Kevin Brasheer gets his hands on Nathan MacAleese, he's going to kill him.
He's going to make up for...
Speaking of killing him,
that matchup.
Speaking of killing people, we have a match between two killers who are probably going to kill each other in Bam Davidson and Harman. These two men did not get their hands on each other. Yes, they did. Harman dropped Bam Davidson with the Harmony of Disaster earlier tonight after Bam Davidson dropped Chad with that Davidson bomb right on the back of his neck. We have Full Metal Mayhem. Harman versus Bam Davidson. An equivalent to pretty much a death match. I'm excited to watch these guys cook, as the kids would say.
I'm going to be big men slapping meat, as the kids really be saying.
As Harman would say. Big men slapping meat. This is a match for Harman. I mean, he's going to be in the match, but he'll enjoy watching it back. Folks, there's a lot of blood. There's a lot of anger behind this one. I'm excited, but I'm also scared to be at ringside for this one. I don't want to be in the way of these two beasts. But all we can say now is it's time to see what's going to happen.
Let's get there.
Look at this guy. Look at this absolute beast. Big Harman.
We love him.
We do love Harman. He's up for a war here, Chris, against one of your personal favorites.
Don't keep choosing my personal favorites.
I'll keep your personal favorites. You need to put a having a run sheet next to you with all your little
What you mean?
PWJ. I know you dropped your phone case, but you have all your PWJ guys on a pedestal right now, and I don't agree with that. But right now we have two men in this match whose nickname is just Big. Big Harman versus Big Bam Davidson. Survival of the biggest. In a full metal mayhem match. Look at all those weapons just strewn about that ring. As we start starting right off with a big belly-to-belly suplex on that ladder from Harman into the corner. Davidson. Big punch. See, nothing can be pretty about this match. Literally nothing will be pretty about this match. This is going to be one of the hardest hitting contests I will probably recall in my professional wrestling career. Probably yours as well, Chris. Yes.
Well, we've got to see the match go through before we figure that out, haven't we?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, and I was trying to segue, and I slipped over my words. Like I said, I've been doing it all night. You've seen Harman in a lot of places. You've seen a lot of people in a lot of places. Harman in ELPW. Tell us about what he's got going on, what he's had going on.
Well, recently he's actually on a bit of a low in ELPW. He did just lose the Media Championship.
What did he lose to?
Sebastian Von Shaw.
Who?
Sebastian Von Shaw.
Who?
The human game of chess.
The human game of chess?
And
the
I guess you
technical
can say
wrestling
that
ace?
it was probably the first time in a long time that Harman saw checkmate.
Wow. That was good. I like what you did there. Yeah, Harman beat... I know who he beat. Tom Haler's name literally just slipped out of my mind here as Harman picking up Big Bam Davidson. Big Bam Davidson, actually, folks, interestingly enough, is #1 contender to the PWJ Epicweight Championship, held by the Black Rose, Ethan Syndicate, who Bam Davidson has been helping recently. The man who he helped attack Harman and Chad at the end of last season. The man who he helped tonight when he attacked Chad to open up the show.
Syndicate seems to have a decent amount of leverage. He might be holding his shot ransom. Who knows, it might simply just be, you don't do what I ask, you don't get your match.
That's... Knowing Ethan Syndicate, that's probably something he would do. I'm going to be totally honest with you. But to speak on that Davidson bomb that he hit Chad with, like I said at the beginning of the show, what I've said a few times tonight, Chad's been out of it all night. He has not left his locker room. That's bizarre. As we see a Scorpion Death Drop. Shout out to Joker.
Big man Joker.
And one of those, what did I call it? I called it a backbreaker earlier. It's a sidewalk slam. Shades of Xavier Finnegan from earlier. Harman hitting it on a ladder. With Bam Davidson taking out it too. Big Bam Davidson, I'll tell you what, is undefeated in Pro Wrestling Japan. Destroying the competition with that Davidson bomb. Actually hitting Wrestleguild roster member El Bumblebee with a Davidson bomb through the steel steps in a PWJ show. Just completely ruined that man's night.
Not very good.
And if there wasn't a gap between the seasons here, we might not have seen El Bumblebee at all in season 2 after that Davidson bomb. That's how devastating that move is.
9, 10.
Like I said earlier in the broadcast, I don't know if Chad's going to be able to come out here to face Ethan Syndicate for the World Championship. But what we do have right now is Full Metal Mayhem with countouts, apparently. Apparently with countouts.
Yeah,
Nobody's told her
that someone's got to look over.
Nobody, I don't think anybody's told Paps Anderson that it's a death match. You gotta have to count out the competitors. But also, who's gonna tell Paps Anderson how to enforce rules? This man has been officiating professional wrestling since 1974.
Yeah, maybe back in 1974, a match like this would see a count out. Because that would, I guess, be the representation of a knockout in some sense, a TKO.
Let's ask Terry Funk. Muscle buster position, and he connects! I don't think he landed on the weapon there, though. Camera change showing. Maybe he did land on that ladder, but maybe not, because Davidson's up. Harman's not. Harman definitely draped himself across that ladder though, with that muscle buster. And that's the problem with being so big. And a second muscle buster. Harman's got the height. That's why he's big. But Davidson's got the girth. He's an absolute mountain of a man. And Chris, if I'm Van Davidson, if I'm Harman, this is the biggest threat either of these men have faced in their entire professional wrestling career. This is literally when, what is it, the something force, immovable object? The irresistible force meets the immovable object.
But it's two immovable objects.
But it's two immovable, yeah, it's like two wrecking balls slamming into each other. The only, that energy's gonna, like, push them back. Like physics and science. You take science in Britland? You guys take physics?
Yeah, but do you think I paid attention during it? I didn't need it.
Ooh!
I know that things
right in the glass.
And that they pull faster than they pull longer.
Yeah.
That is also a factor, but guess what?
We're sweating out here. We're dying out here. They're not feeding us out here in the booth. Because I believe this is a PWJ owned booth. Goro Kuze paying for the booth here tonight. He said, as a treat for us. Oh, Davidson bomb on the ladder. But he didn't drop Harman on his neck. That's the Davidson bomb that we're talking about is the one where he drops him on his neck. That was just normal power bomb version. Drop him on his back, Harman hitting back up like immediately. That's another devastating hold. We talked about in that opener about devastating holds in professional wrestling. That Davidson bomb. But that Harman was a disaster. Harman spinning jackhammer.
For a second, it might have been a classic scene.
It might have been. Seen it once tonight. Will we see it again in this one? We yet to find out. We also would like to take a shout out real quick in this match to our friend Ash is Dead. We were told by Goro Kuze that his nickname, that his username is not just a username. He might have been found dead in the Nevada desert recently. We found a raccoon plush dressed up as him with a note from Goro Kuze. How do I know it's Goro Kuze? Just terrible grammar. Man's English is not his first language. He's not smart either. Got a big Davidson tsunami, another one of his big signature maneuvers. What are you talking about?
You're trying to say he doesn't have a scribe? You're trying to say that man can't afford a scribe?
Okay, so you said I can't pick your favorites, but you're saying Goro Kuze, you're like trying to like defend him.
Look, I'm just saying, he's got money. You think he's going to do any of that on his own? He's sleazy. Alright. He's a proper bastard.
Whatever. Big headbutt out of the ring from Bam Davidson on Harman. Harman on the floor, count out. Pat Zanderson, we might need to hire some more officials out here. Give him a break after the work course he's been tonight. Where's Chocolate Shoes? I thought Chocolate Shoes Dose was supposed to be joining us for refereeing tonight. Anyways, so the Goro Kuze thing. Speaking of dead. Hash plush, dead. So, might have to check on our fellow commentator. I guess that's why he's not here tonight. He was threatened. His life was threatened. I mean, we haven't seen Mr. Fierski since the Paradigm Shift either, so I mean, maybe Goro Kuze is killing our commentators, Chris. Another muscle buster. What are your thoughts on the death of commentators? Maybe you're next.
If that's what you think. You think that I'm the one that's next on this table. That's the funny part. Get rid of this guy.
I guess you did just defend him, so I mean, I'm probably going to be dead next. That's okay. After Castillo and Hash lost, earlier after the boys lost, I'm ready for it. I'm taking on nobody for death. We get a big Bam Davidson taunt there. This has been brutal. Look at the blood. Look at the blood.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing how it is growing and right across the canvas.
These men are Gushin. Gushin blood. See that big boot again.
So we're gonna squeeze a little bit of that red right out of the skull.
Oh my god! Overhead belly to belly onto those chairs. I've just realized that's a table with chairs. I'm assuming stapled or glued or nailed onto it. That's got to be what they were making in the back earlier when Johnny Rotten himself said, "Hey, I can make weapons." It's probably what he meant. He is a crazy little man, you're right. Big super kick there from Bam Davidson, hitting the ropes. Hilarious! And another lariat from Bam Davidson. He's tired himself out there. And a lariat from Harman, taunting on him, showing that he has a stronger lariat than Big Bam. Big stomp. Harman looking over the ropes. Nope. Bam Davidson looking for that. Nope.
No.
I went for that Davidson. That Davidson bomb.
Davidson down.
The Davidson Dom. Davidson in the ropes. Nope. Big collision in the ring. Any colliders in the chat? Any colliders in the chat?
ROHTK is watching, so cool.
Anyways, Harman whipping him into the corner. Nope. Nope. Davidson.
Look right into the...
Davidson bomb on the ladder! The blood is just pouring out of Harman now. Both men up at the same time. Harman went for that discus lariat. Bam moving. Forearm. Punch. Forearm. Punch. Forearm. Forearm. Now these men standing forehead to forehead. Oh, blocked the big punch. Harman with a lariat on the ladder. Jesus Christ. Harman blocking the big Bam Davidson punch. And now with punches of his own. Harman is defending the honor of Wrestleguild here against the invading PWJ forces. We saw Xavier Finnegan get a win earlier tonight in that international fatal four-way, obviously a representative of PWJ. Can Bam Davidson join his PWJ roster members, his fellow PWJ roster members, continuing his violence and dominance as he gets dumped to the floor? What do you think, Chris?
What did I say for paper?
Yeah, I said, what did you say? Like, what do you think? I say, I don't understand. I don't understand you. I don't understand these PWJ fans are bringing you. You know, ever since PWJ's been brought in, you've changed. You've changed. Used to be my best friend. Now you hating. You don't return a call. You sitting out here just enjoying these PWJ wrestlers. They invaded our promotion. They invaded our workplace, Chris.
Hey, look, I work in county places.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, we've done commentary for Euro Lives before. We know. But here's the thing. These guys from PWJ came here in Wrestleguild, attacked Harman, attacked Chad, another Davidson bomb. Chris.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You're acting like, and you still support these guys. I get why you would support Ethan Syndicate. I get
why I would support him.
He's an ELPW guy. He's a Euro lad. He's a Euro lad. I get it.
I don't. You're the only one getting it. You're the only one getting my support.
The only Euro lad that has been in Wrestleguild that I like is Bart Oz. Josh Andrews. I don't like Josh Andrews. This version of him that shows up here in Wrestleguild. I don't like him. I don't like. Well, I like Harman. Harman's a Euro. I like Bowen Castillo. I like Chad. There's a lot more than I was thinking when I started this statement.
Yeah.
But I was going to say I hate
There was,
Ethan.
wasn't there?
So I hate Ethan Syndicate and Josh Andrews is what I'm trying to say here.
Me too.
I like Kyle Sycamore too. I liked Kyle Sycamore before he was helping Ethan Syndicate out.
Yeah, but that was still stuck in my mind.
Check out Fever Lads from the LPW. That should be up on YouTube, right?
It was up on YouTube.
Yeah, check that out, folks. It was a brilliant show. I was glad to say that I was there for it. I was glad to say that I was there for
Unfortunately, my brilliant commentary.
Unfortunately, a problem with the VOD, but you can still see the show itself. You can still get a view of what happened and see the action for yourself. It was a great show. I'm honestly very proud to have been involved in that show, and I'm very proud to have been involved with this show, despite the fact that my favorite tag team lost. Those are sacrifices we must make for the love of professional
This is
wrestling.
love the Royal Club.
What? No. Well, yes. No. I'm conflicted. I was talking about the boys. I was like Outlaws. Shout out to those guys.
Talk about that running stomp.
Let's talk about that running stomp.
He's pulled that out many times.
Go big throw! He loves that stuff. That's what it's like. It's like a, you know what I mean? Like when you're a wrestler, you get those couple of like moves and like combos and stuff that you just like to like hit for no a lot. And sorry for the pause there. I just realized it's so hot in this fucking booth, and I'm sweating through my t-shirt. Goro Kuze is going to kill us both before the night.
Well, he's one of us.
Us both. But this match has been brutal. Like, this isn't even like a professional wrestling match anymore. I do apologize,
This is a war.
folks.
This is a bloodbath. This is a massacre.
But this is
Texas
just
Chainsaw.
brutal. I mean, like that big axe bomber lariat from Bam Davidson. That Davidson bomb, like, get on the chairs! That is like the 4th or 5th Davidson bomb he's had to hit Harman with. Harman, we talked about resiliency in the opener, but there really is no one that is more resilient in this league than Harman himself. I mean, big lariat there from Harman. But the punch from Davidson, the big forearm that he was going for earlier, finally connected on the rebound here. German suplex. On the ladder.
How you gonna let him get away with that?
I don't think Harman's gonna. Sidewalk slam on the ladder in return. This is a fight, Chris. I mean, this is like, yeah, I'll tell you what, like we were saying, this is a fight. This isn't professional wrestling. This isn't anything like that. He was going for the Harmony of Disaster, I feel. Suplex out of the ring.
Somebody say, and the referee making this count, despite the fact that he doesn't have to. We're forgetting that this is
Davidson bomb on the floor!
that these kinds of matches are not count out applicable.
Let's talk about this Davidson thing, Chris. These guys are tearing into each other. But did you realize how many of those Davidson bombs Harman's gotten up from? Did you realize how many of those took out Chad? A single one took out Chad. But I've just thought about something. You know who the current PWJ Duos champions are? Harman and the Radiator. Harman literally works for Pro Wrestling Japan, and he's kicking out of these Davidson bombs. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking he's fudging it some way. He's not putting his full force in the way. He's not putting his full Davidson power into these Davidson bombs the same way he was doing on Chad.
So now you're conspiring against him.
Something is afoot. I hate to say it. Something is afoot, Chris. I mean, look, Harman's strong, but no man is strong enough to with a full force Davidson bomb. You're not getting out of more than maybe like 2 of them. Harman's taken like 4 or 5 on weapons on the floor. And he went to pick up the weapon and just crotch chop the crowd. He loves the Wrestleguild audience. He wouldn't do that. So yes, I am saying something's up. I am saying he's up.
Again, a little Hollywood Harman in that moment now.
I am saying that Harman is conspiring. That's what I'll say. I'll be the first to put it up there. I'll be the first to say that Harman is conspiring against him. And if he loses tonight, if he loses, yeah, if he loses, then that means exactly what I think it means. It means that Harman is the PWJ he's a mole. That's what I'm trying to say here, Chris. If he loses tonight, a rat, a mole, I don't care. The imposter, he's a spy. He let those PWJ invaders in to attack Chad because he wants Chad's Ultimate Championship. I'll go ahead and say it. I'll be the first one to say it, and I'll be the first one to admit I'm wrong when I'm told I'm wrong, and I'm proven wrong. And I hope to God I'm proven wrong. Because Harman, if you're to stab this company in the back, I'll stab you in the face.
You can reach his face. He's pretty damn cool.
Do a step stool.
And you know what? He gets a big one.
A big crotch chop here. We'll get back to the match though. This traitor Harman bleeding. I guess I'd have to explain the blood. I mean, really, the blood. I mean, I wouldn't want to bleed if I'm a spy, but maybe he's just really good at showing it. Oh! Maybe he's not a spy. I wouldn't have taken it. I wouldn't be taking a brainbuster like that.
I mean, you've been talking a good minute or two about how he's a spy.
Maybe he's not.
Good for nothing, was it?
I don't know anymore. I really don't know. These people. Look, I've been on edge. We're in this booth. It's bought by Girl Cruise. They paid off for it. Not ventilated. We're in a fucking white room. I'm going insane with this. Okay?
Look at the corners.
Why are there only 3 walls? So, you're just giving me more to be, like, mortified about. Thanks. This match here, Harman and Bam Davidson. It's an odd night here in commentary. It's an odd night. To go back to that, Scorpion Death Drop. Like I said, a shot at the Big Joker. Love you. Miss you. But an overhead belly-to-belly suplex from Bam Davidson. I don't know. If Harman's not a spy, right? Then I apologize to him. Okay? But if he is a spy, then I don't apologize to him.
If it turns out he's not, and you're told you he's down or not, he's going to give you. I'm not getting involved in that.
Look, the reason I say that is you don't understand how close Harman and I really are. Okay? I don't think you understand how close Harman and I have been boys for a long time, and if he turns his back on this promotion, it's going to hurt, man. It's going to hurt. So that's why, I mean, you know what I mean? I'm already paranoid about it. The possibility, it's one of those things, the possibility's there. Harmony of Disaster! Fuck what I was saying. Harmony of Disaster 1, 2, 3. Thank God. Thank God.
Harman puts away the band.
Damn Sullivan. Damn Davidson. Harman's not the spy.
He wanted to double
Thank
down on the
God, I love Harman. I'm glad Harman's not the spy. I'm glad there is no spy. I'm happy that Bam Davidson's been put away for his atrocities that he did earlier tonight. Speaking of this, I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm saying.
I spy with my little lie.
Speaking of those atrocities, Chad's been in his locker room all night. He's been on the ground. He hasn't gotten up. But it's time for his match. It's time for the Openweight champion of Wrestleguild versus the Epic Weight champion of Pro Wrestling Japan, Ethan Syndicate versus Chad. Ethan Syndicate's evil plan to take out the Openweight champion Chad may have just worked. I hope Chad comes out here tonight. Because if Chad comes out here tonight, he's going to beat the living shit out of Ethan Syndicate, and I'm going to be the happiest man in this fucking promotion. Chris, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, Chad, if you can get out here, God bless your soul. And I don't know what's left in you right now.
And I hope our champion is able to stand, and I hope he's able to fight, because he will fight with honor. He will fight for Wrestleguild, and he will kill Ethan Syndicate, because if he doesn't, I will.
I mean, I do like the sound of that personally.
Let's take it to the fucking ring. It's your main event of the evening. Chad versus Ethan Syndicate. Non-title match. Champion versus champion. One of the biggest singles matches in Wrestleguild history. It's right fucking now. Oh, there you go, Chris. Favorite guy.
Man, I fucking hate this dude.
No, you know, that's your favorite guy. This is your guy. You're a PWJ fangirl. This is the guy. This is his show. We named the event after him. This is Ethan Syndicate, the PWJ champion, the Black Rose. You love this guy.
You don't know shit about me.
Guess not. Here's my fucking guy. This guy, the Eliminator, Chad. See, he's wearing 2 championship belts. I don't even know what that top one is, but he's got that WG Openweight Championship on. He's got some other white belt on. Who knows? Who knows? That could be... I don't know, but this match was made official here as things get underway in our main event. Champion versus champion. No titles are on the line, but all of the pride and glory on the line. This match was made official, of course, when Bam Davidson and Ethan Syndicate attacked Harman and Chad after a tag team match at the end of Season 1. And the champion, Chad, put the challenge out to Ethan Syndicate here. Nice cradle and a kick out. I just stole your job there saying moves. But that's why we have this main event here tonight. And Chris, you know more about Syndicate. I harped on it. I was picked fun. I was joking, saying he was your favorite. I know you don't like this guy. But tell us about him.
Where do you want me to start about him? You want me to start about where he is as an athlete or where he's changed as a person?
Tell us about his credentials, and then tell us about the change of heart, because I think that does play into it.
Credentials, you name a place, if he's been there, he's done something big there. You got Infinite, you got Victory, he's won world titles, he's won some other belts. You got Eurolads, formerly once known as Candymind, he's of course been the digital media champion. I think that he might have had a string of runs towards the world championship at one point. Everyone loved him. Everyone loved him on Ollie Night. Everyone loves the Syndicate, the Showdown, whatever that group was called again. Because
What's the Showdown?
The Showdown, but it's more or less his new group that is the problem, which has been a significant show in his change of heart. You know, the leader, the Black Rose, the Cult Syndicate, misleaded and manipulated a fair sum of people, especially some loved.
Yeah.
Like Sycamore.
Yeah.
A lot has changed in this man and people that he surrounds himself with.
Yeah, Sycamore went missing. I mean, we hadn't seen him here in Wrestleguild for a while, and he showed back up in Eurolads Pro Wrestling, sporting a new hairdo, a new look, helping Syndicate defeat our man Bart Oz
Yeah, we like Bars
at Fever Lads. Nice drop kick there. I'm stealing your job here, Chris. I'm sorry. Oh my God!
Yeah, your own job.
Eliminator! That's it. We don't need to talk about Ethan Syndicate anymore. Let's talk about that Eliminator. 1, 2, 3. No. Oh my God. I thought that was it. Code breaker. Sorry, I keep on fucking taking your job.
But you ain't him. You don't know when it's over. The only one that knows when it's over is that referee.
Oh, Syndicate.
1, 2,
Taking a dive.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
6, 7,
Elevated jump into a Canadian destroyer.
9, 10.
Oh my
I couldn't
God!
quite see the
spinning
impact,
power
but
bomb.
I'm dreading to know how bad that could have been.
We have a 20 count here in Wrestleguild, by the way, folks. So if you're not used to the international 20 count of promotions such as New Japan, such as I believe Pro Wrestling Guerrilla in California uses a 20 count. A lot of independent promotions use a 20 count. We adopted that 20 count idea. So if you're new to this style of professional wrestling and you hear the referee counting towards 10 and you don't hear the bell, that's why, folks.
If you don't like it, get over it.
And we'll talk about that's a big thing, the international flavor, I guess. That sounded problematic, calling it international flavor. But Wrestleguild, it really is a hub. of all styles of professional wrestling. We have Eliminator. Cutting myself. The Eliminator himself cut me off with the Eliminator. 2. No. Kick out again. He's really not getting all of it. Syndicate keeps on just barely blocking it, barely dodging that knee. But he's definitely taking it to the chest.
Takes him down.
But as I said, the international styles of Japan from PWJ. We got UK style coming from Conquest and Eurolads. The American style coming to us from, obviously we're based in the United States, Kraken Gate, our former promotion that kind of became Wrestleguild, used that style. It's just a big mix here. We love professional wrestling. We love all styles. All styles are welcome. You know what I'm saying here. If you want to fight, you're welcome to fight here. Ooh!
Hooking that leg with the ref, making a clean.
Syndicate got him on the apron.
Over the ropes, suplex in the ring.
This match has been mainly Syndicate. Chad's definitely still feeling those effects from that big bam bomb, the big Davidson bomb that was hit on him at the beginning of the show. And he's had about an hour to really rest on that, but
it doesn't sit easy when you're the man on top.
I was gonna say when you really heavy lies the crown. But the crown is on a head that is being supported by a fucked up neck after that Davidson bomb. I'm going to be honest, this match should have been postponed. I'm going to be totally honest with you. The way Davidson dropped Chad, the way he did, I mean, we saw the chaos at the beginning of tonight's show. Chad got the worst of it, I'll be 100% honest with you. Out of everything that came, I mean, Bam Davidson got what was coming to him in that last contest, but I really can't get over how devastating that Davidson bomb is. If you've been hit with it, you know. And that man there, Ethan Syndicate, has been hit with that Davidson bomb before, so no wonder he took the #1 contender for the PWJ Epicweight Championship and has kind of hired him as a hitman on this quest to take over Wrestleguild.
Getting back to the action, Syndicate with a drop kick right there.
That same drop kick that Chad's already, well, not Chad felt tonight, Harman felt in the opener. Sorry to go back to those crazy events here, folks. And, on the top.
Syndicate star press.
Syndicate star press, that could be it. 1, 2, 3.
Syndicate puts down the open world champion.
No way. I really can't believe what I just saw. Ethan Syndicate just beat the Wrestleguild Openweight champion.
He did. I mean, it was a battle of two league champions of two separate companies. It could have gone any way, but I think it could have been a little different or a little more competitive had it not been for, as you mentioned, that confrontation at the beginning of the night, that Davidson bomb. It definitely took a toll on the sake of this match.
I mean, that Davidson bomb, dropping him right on that neck. Canadian Destroyer on the outside, DDT on the outside, multiple different DDT variations being used. Syndicate picked his target and knew what he was doing tonight. And if I'm honest with you, for how long I've known Chad, how long I've seen that man fight, how long I've seen that man, how many times I've seen that man pick himself back up, there will be a time when these two men will meet each other in the ring again. Make no doubt about it.
It's bound to be. I mean, one way to look at it, he's just beaten the champion. He probably thinks he's due a shot.
I mean, I'd have to agree with Syndicate if that is his mindset. You beat the openweight champion, you should get a shot. But like I was saying, when that match happens, when that rematch happens, Chad is going to eliminate the Black Rose. There will be hell to pay. Unfortunately, though, folks, we're out of time here tonight. Outside of that unfortunate situation at the end of the show, the unfortunate outcome of our main event, Chris, sign us off. I fucking hate Ethan Syndicate.
I don't like him particularly either, but this is us signing out for the night. We will be back next time, of course. And have a good night.